Well, welcome to the inaugural, and there's no such thing as first annual. It's only first ever or inaugural Raiderland Roundtable. Ryan Hyatt, David Collier, Chad Hasty, Travis Cram, and you guys as well. Each week we'll gather, we'll talk about what's going on with the Red Raiders, take a look around the Big 12 and other hot stories of the day. All right, so let's get it started. Let's talk about Texas Tech and what we expect out of the Red Raiders.
Let's go!
All right, we'll start it off with you, David, and you've watched the Red Raiders and openers for a long time now. What are you expecting against the Jacks?
Well, I think we won't have what we've had the last couple of years in these FCS games. I mean, Sam Houston State just rolling up points. I think I was looking at some numbers the other day, the fact that the Red Raiders have struggled in these FCS games, but they didn't 3 years ago when they were playing Stephen F. Austin. I know maybe a different offense, more of a throwing team than they were back then, but I think the Red Raiders will probably handle it, and you would think that Patrick Mahomes is sitting on the bench in the second half watching. If not, I think there's some issues.
Yeah.
I know Cliff might want to get him in one series in the third quarter like most coaches do, but I don't think you want to risk that.
You don't want to see him in the fourth quarter, I think. All right, Chad, you are going to be there as well. What are you expecting from the Raiders?
You know, I'm looking forward to a fun atmosphere, a night game at Jones Stadium in September. We haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah.
Looking for a great time. I'm looking for Texas Tech to put a whole bunch of points on the board. And then, of course, for the defense, that's what I want to see. I want to see, can the defense really amp up their game and show us something they should against SFA.
Show a talent gap. Show that there's a gap between you and Stephen F., a physicality gap and a talent gap.
Yeah, I think so. I want to be dominant. I want Texas Tech to show dominance on defense, and that really gives some a good outlook for the rest of the season.
You've got a unique perspective. You've been on the inside of the program there with media relations. What's it like today? What's it like Friday and Saturday going in over there?
Man, you're getting ready for that crowd. It's exciting, but at the same time, you're a little nervous because you're having to deal with the network stuff. You're getting everything ready at the stadium. It's going to be packed. You know, that's the beauty of it, especially like Chad kind of hit on it perfectly. It's a night game. You didn't get a lot of night games the last couple of seasons at all for the most part. So to really make this opening one, because I think even last year the opening one was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It was not
hot.
a night game last year.
That's right. You give people all day long to enjoy the pageantry of tailgating and everything and to get ready for it.
Is the only way maybe we see Mahomes deep in this game if Cliff's letting him roll up a few numbers, because they say stats don't matter, but stats matter. And for Texas Tech and Pat Mahomes, if you want to make a Heisman run, you need to put up some gaudy numbers, don't you?
That's exactly right. And I think, I set the over-under, I think, at 31.5 for this game. I think the real over-under is how many touchdowns is Mahomes going to get? Is it 6? Is it 7? Is he going to stay into the third quarter? He only played one series into the third quarter against Sam Houston State last year. But I think one of the big keys is going to be this offensive line. It's young. You only have 2 seniors.
It's
That's
been
if
changed
Tony
up
Morales,
during
that's
August.
Right,
it's
that's
changed
right. You
up.
saw Cody Wheeler a lot at center during training camp. So they have Tony Morales listed as a starter in this game, which only makes him the only other senior besides Balin Brown. So if he's running around a lot, I want it because it's a design play and not because he's scrambling for his life.
True or false, people after the game are going to be griping about clear plastic bags, long lines, scanners, all that stuff. You'll be fighting that.
It'll be a total disaster.
Remain calm! All is well!
Thank you.
Hey, kudos to the Alumni Association Red Raider Club for at least sending out the bags to everyone so you wouldn't have to go buy one.
Oh, come on, but what this is? Yeah, but it was a cheap money grab.
I mean, it is.
They make the announcement, and then at the bottom, and here you can buy your officially licensed clear bag.
And they took a note from Jerry himself because that's exactly what you have to do to get into Cowboy Stadium for anything. Concerts, Cowboy games, Tech games. You know, they're going to have to keep
But
that
it's going to
bag.
make the line go faster, even though they're still going to check the bags.
Yes,
That's kind of like that chip on my card now. It doesn't make anything
No.
faster.
No.
It actually makes it worse.
Yes.
Chad's only mad because he can't bring his man purse in anymore, right?
That's true.
And basically, it's a nice man purse.
It's a satchel.
It's a European man bag.
It's disturbing is what it is.
Indiana Jones wears one.
So does Joy Behar.
That's what we think is going to happen on Saturday night. I'm sure we'll all be 100% correct because we always are here in Raiderland. We want to hear what you think, so go to Twitter, The Raiderland. Go to the website, Raiderland, theraiderland.com, and you can post some of your thoughts right here on this video. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you later.